Prostitution should not be legalized. At this moment, there are 40 million prostitutes at work. 75% of the women who are victims of human trafficking and prostitution are 25 years of age and under, and it is completely illegal in 22 countries. Today I'm going to persuade you that not legalizing prostitution is a better option than legalizing it. First, you would want to know the causes of prostitution. There are two main causes of prostitution. The first one is childhood sexual abuse, and the second one is poverty. Women in prostitution have high rates of sexual abuse. Sexual abuse can result in poor self-esteem, anxiety, depression, substance abuse, runaway behavior, and a wide array of other emotional and physical problems. The second one is poverty. Some women never have in mind of prostitution when looking for a job, but even though they tend to look for other jobs, they get tricked into thinking that they'll get a job, but instead they are sold to prostitution. Some families even sell their daughters to prostitution to feed their families. And some women even voluntarily choose to prostitute on the streets and brothels to make money. On the other hand, some people believe that prostitution should be legalized. They say that if you legalize prostitution, there will be less HIV and AIDS, more protection from police, and less waste of tax dollars. But if we take a step and try to solve prostitution, there are two solutions that we can solve prostitution. The first one is human rights laws. We could take a look at the human rights law and add another law that says women and children cannot be prostituted or humanly trafficked. The second law would be a punishment for the men or the organization behind the prostitution and human trafficking. I have a data here that shows that women are arrested more than men. And it's quite shocking because usually the people that are behind these organizations are men, and the women are forced into prostitution, yet they are arrested more than men. If we take a look again about prostitution, if we legalize prostitution, it would increase human trafficking. This would mean that it's okay for people to take children and take women into human trafficking. And even if we do legalize it, it's not solving any problems. What we're trying to do is tell women that selling their bodies should not be an option. And if we do legalize it, then that's saying that it's okay. If my solution is implemented, we will have less prostitution, less human trafficking, less HIV and AIDS, less homeless women and children, and less deaths of women and children. If my solution is not implemented, we will have an increase of prostitution. I have two pictures that tells you what it would look like if we don't implement my solutions. This is what it will look like. There will be more children trafficked and sold on streets for prostitution. And we won't be able to protect them. I want all of you guys to deeply think about the risks and effects of what legalizing prostitution can bring. Sure, if you legalize it, there might be less HIV and they might get protection from police, but you're just taking the easy way out. You're not actually solving the main problem, which is women being forced to sell their bodies. With that in mind, I hope all of you agree that legalizing prostitution is not a definite option to choose. Thank you all for coming today.